Hi, I think it's the 14th of January, which I think would make it my father's 75th birthday if he was alive. So that's kind of interesting. Well, I'm in Ankara. Be honest, I don't know what to think of anything at the moment. I'm a little bit confused, but not as much as... Well, I mean, I could be more confused. I mean, I never would understand Turkey, and I think even if I lived here, I never will. What I guess I find very strange is that Denise just told me today that she makes 500 euros a month. But, you know, they live like they're rich. They've got 2 apartments. They have 2 brand new cars. They travel. In Strasbourg, they lived like fucking not the super rich, but the very rich. Her husband was driven around in a limousine by a chauffeur. And, well, I don't understand it. Something's wrong with that calculation, clearly. Meanwhile, I'm glad I got out of Strasbourg because I know I was dying there, but I mean, ultimately I know I'm dying anyways, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Part of me, of course, wanted to just stay there and say, well, you know, if you're going to die, why not die here? The other part of me didn't want to die. But, you know, ultimately I am back to square one, and, you know, Canada is looking like my real option, my real only option in that. I suppose that is where I'm going from here. Now I'm going to have one last hack at New Zealand and, you know, Ireland and Europe, because I want to live in Europe. I think that when the crisis comes, Canada is going to be a lot harder hit than Europe is. You know, particularly public transport and all that, and then the weather. So, anyway, I'm not going to stay here for very long unless something comes up. But I'm also not at all interested in really at all interested in being an English teacher here because, well, it's not a real job, you know. It might give you a couple of months or a couple of years' wages or something like that, but then I'll find myself, you know, older and in the same position that I always was. What I really need is, like I've been saying for the past few days, is I need to get myself an apartment, and I need it to be a place where I can get up in the morning and start my new life. And I don't know why. I do not know why I cannot find out where that is, but it must be somewhere.